What time is it?
Flipping 3:30 in the morning.
All right. Are we ready?
Yep.
Come along with me and my girlfriend Katie as we travel to GalaxyCon. This is GalaxyCon's first time in San Jose, and it's also the first fan convention for each of us. So why this one? Well, they had a great lineup of Star Trek actors, including William Shatner.
Morning, how are you?
Morning.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. If you're just now joining us, welcome aboard. Central Airlines flight with service to San Jose, California.
Looking for an early departure and an early arrival into San Jose. Weather right now, it's a beautiful morning there. 63 degrees, clear skies. Again, 1 hour and 30 minutes. That's from takeoff to touchdown. Sit back, relax, enjoy the flight. Welcome aboard.
We did this trip on a tight budget. We flew with Frontier Airlines, taking the first flight at 6 a.m. We packed everything into one suitcase to save on bag fees, and we each had one personal item but no carry-ons.
Oh, hi.
What do you think of the room?
It's nice.
We had a little time before the convention opened, so we went exploring. One block from the convention center is a park, which is home to the world's largest permanent Monopoly board. The 930 square foot, or 86.4 square meter board was certified as the world's largest by Guinness in 2002. I love checking out weird and unusual attractions like this one, and this was definitely worth the stop. Back at the convention center, the check-in line had grown tremendously.
So Katie and I got our badges, and we're about to go inside. They're opening the doors in about 5 minutes. You excited?
Yes.
We spent a lot of time the first day checking out the vendor marketplace. We watched a Q&A session with actor Bobby Clark. He played the Gorn on the original Star Trek series, though he's mostly known for his many roles in Western films and TV shows.
All right. Had a good time at Comic-Con today, and now we're on our way to get something to eat. What'd you get?
With curly fries in it. I'm ready to eat Trevor.
Well, it's day 2 of our San Jose adventure. Yesterday was a really long day. We were up for 19 hours and walked over 16,000 steps. When we came back to the room, we were totally wiped. I think we both slept really hard last night. But we are recharged and ready for day 2. But first, we're gonna go down and get some breakfast. While planning this trip, I made a spreadsheet and compared all of the hotels in the area based on price, reviews, and amenities. We chose the Fairfield Inn and were very happy with them. The hotel had an outstanding breakfast selection of hot foods, including eggs, meat, potatoes, oatmeal, and waffles. Cold foods included bagels, cereal, yogurt, and pastries. I love a good hotel breakfast. Another way we cut costs on this trip was not renting a car. We used the hotel shuttle to get to and from the airport, and we used the VTA light rail to get around San Jose. It was about a 20-minute ride from our hotel to the convention center.
I have to say, it was really nice not having to deal with a rental car or finding parking during our trip. Day 2 of GalaxyCon started off strong. I loved seeing all the great costumes, though I have to admit I didn't recognize many of the characters, but I still had a great time. The marketplace area was full of artists and creators. I saw a lot of anime and fantasy art, lots of enamel pins and stickers, and washi tape. There was a little bit of D&D stuff, a little bit of pro wrestling, and a lot of Funko Pop collectibles. I was hoping there would be some retro gaming stuff, but sadly not at this event. The celebrity appearances were at the other end of the main expo hall. Katie did a photo op and autograph with Terry Farrell, who was absolutely wonderful to meet. This was a highlight of the trip for sure. We watched a panel discussion featuring 4 actors from Star Trek Picard, which was great. We also watched a Q&A session with John DiMaggio, which I really enjoyed.
Hi everybody, how you doing? That was mediocre. The only things I got to make up for Bender, speaking of improv, they were just like, can you come up with a song, but that's not musical? Because they don't want to pay for it, you know. They don't want to accidentally sing another thing, like another melody. So I came up with the. And the funny thing is that I get credit for that song from ASCAP, the Songwriters Guild. So yeah, so I'm actually getting paid for that, and also the Bender strut, which is when he's walking down the street and he's. You got to love baby to do Dr. Bit last give it every be do me back boo give me bit back dilly bully boo. Yeah, that thing. So I get paid a little extra, like 48 cents every time that happens. It's awesome.
Katie took part in a Star Trek trivia contest. Contestants were paired up in teams of 2 and given questions from all of the movies and shows. The opposing team had a super fan who just crushed it. She still had fun, though. All right, it's the end of day 2. We're having some pizza for dinner. After a long day at the convention. We're back at the room after walking around day 2. What did you think?
I got to meet Dax.
Yeah, we did meet and greet. We did a couple of panels.
I did a very nerdy thing. I participated in trivia for Star Trek.
And you won a comic book.
I did. We got last, but I had the prize still. Yes.
What do you think? A successful day?
Yeah.
All right. Well, good morning. It's another beautiful day here in San Jose. Today is our 3rd and final day at GalaxyCon. I'm super excited. We've got a busy schedule ahead. And then after that, we have to leave the convention and get over to the airport so we can catch our flight home. It's going to be a busy day, so let's get started.
For the afternoon, again, a little bit below average, especially inland.
My breakfast creation today was a waffle sandwich. It was awesome. back on the train for another ride to the convention center. How do you like the train? We made sure to be there early for the William Shatner photo op. Okay, so we just got done with our photo op with William Shatner. How was it?
It was cool.
We got to see him in person, Captain Kirk.
He smiled at me.
That was so cool.
Yeah, it was cute.
After that, we went to get our seats for the Weird Al Q&A, and right after, the William Shatner Q&A.
He is a musician, actor, screenwriter, director, author, multimedia artist, and most of all, he's weird. San Jose 2024 GalaxyCon, please welcome Weird Al Yankovic! Please welcome Mr. William Shatner.
Thank you so much. You know, something interesting is going to happen this evening, and you heard that they're going to play Star Trek V, which is the movie I directed. And at the risk of repeating myself later on, a movie is a weird beast.
We also sat in on the Terry Farrell Q&A. She played Jazdia Dax on Deep Space Nine.
Take a step back and talk about your early years growing up and the things that influenced you and excited you and made you want to leave your hometown as soon as you could.
Well, we are wrapping up day 3 at GalaxyCon. Had a super fun time. Today was mostly panels, and we did our William Shatner meet and greet. We sat in on the Weird Al Q&A, the William Shatner Q&A, and then also the Terry Farrell Q&A. So it's about 3 o'clock in the afternoon, but we've got to get going because we have a flight to catch.
Just saw Brent Spiner and Dr. Crusher and their eat lunch, hanging out. That was cool.
Which one did you get? Yum.
Which one did you get?
Barbecue.
No surprise there.
As we headed home, I had some time to reflect on GalaxyCon. Now, I've been to conventions before like CES, the SEMA Show, WordCamp, and Digital Summit. I'm more of a tech nerd, if you couldn't tell. A typical convention runs from 9 or 10 a.m. to about 4 or 5 p.m. GalaxyCon opens at 10 a.m. and had events all the way through 8 p.m. when the main exhibit hall closed. We had fun, but they were certainly long days. For our first time at a fan convention, it couldn't have gone better. It was such a cool experience being able to meet the actors and interact with them. Everything went smoothly with the flight, the hotel, and transportation. I wish we would have had some extra time to explore San Jose, but that'll be another trip for someday. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.